Okay, well, welcome to day 2 of our work from home exercise regime. I've got a call in about 20 minutes time, so I thought I'd duck out, get a quick 15 minutes done, be nice and fresh, ready for the call. We're going to do the same format that we did yesterday, so after a quick warm up, we're going to do 11 exercises. Each one goes for a minute, nice simple round. You're done in 15 minutes all up, and you can get back to it. We did core yesterday, today we're going to focus on legs. So enjoy. So we're going to start with our warm up. Pretty simple, jogging on the spot. Then every 5-10 seconds or so, just push a little bit harder. Go a little sprint. So you work through that for about a minute. Then we're going to go into our high knees. So bring the knees up. Try and get them up around that waist level, just where they sort of touch your hands. Minute of those. And then lastly, a minute of our legs. Trying to get your heel up to your butt crease. So just bringing it up. Make sure it's a drawing up rather than a flick. You're drawing that heel up underneath, warming up the hamstrings, warming up with the legs. So about 3 minutes, work through that set, and then we get into our main exercises. So we're going to start with our first one, which is just a normal squat. So down, coming back up. So with all the squats, just think about, as one of my old trainers told me, think about having a couple of shopping bags in your hands, and you've got to close the car door. So your first move is always going to be back with your butt, slam the door closed. That should be the first move in all your squats. Coming down, making sure those knees don't go over your toes. You can have your hands out if you like. So a minute through in those normal squats. Round 2, we're going to go into what we call stutter squats. So it's down, up a little bit, little pulse, and up again. So down, up, and then all the way up. So again, a minute of those, you're getting the story by now. From there, you're going to go into our jump squats. So this time, down and up. I'm going to hit my head on the tree, I didn't check that beforehand. So make sure when you're landing, not landing with straight knees, coming straight into that squat. So nice soft legs, not too much shock through the body. So from there, we're going into what we call a sumo squat, so sort of a wide squat. Feet are wider than shoulder width, pointing out 45 degrees, coming down. Again, trying to get those legs at 90 degrees, making sure that the toes and the knees track together. So you're really pushing out through the legs as you come down, making sure those knees are tracking over the toes. So we have the wide ones done, we're going to do our narrow ones. This time, nice and narrow, really just sort of half a hand's width apart. Again, up nice and tall first, coming down, coming back up. Again, trying to keep those knees as close back behind the toes as you can. So when you're done your minute of those, we're going to go into what we call switch squats. So we're going to start wide, we're going to come up, go into narrow, wide, up, narrow. Cycle through that. Your constant movement through these is really your goal. So again, all of these exercises you'll see constant movement and good form are the two things that we're looking for. So wide to narrow, you work through all of those. You're probably going to want to shake your legs out for 5 or 10 seconds in between each set. It's going to build up through that minute. We're going to go into our lunges from here. So again, nice and tall. Step forward, nice big step, lowering down to that back knee touches the ground. We're just going to stay on our left leg for this first set. So the back knee doesn't actually press against the ground, just brushes the grass or the carpet if you're doing these inside. Notice too that when I come to here, I'm not pushing forward, getting to here, dropping straight down, trying to keep that 90-degree angle in that front leg. So we do a set of those for 1 minute on the left leg, then set on the right leg, just to even things out. As I'm pushing back, I'm not pushing through my toes, pushing through the heel, driving up through that heel. And then we're going to put them together. So starting wide, I'm going to go basically into our switch lunges. So down, up and switch, fall over against the tree, up and switch. They're just cycling through that movement. We're almost there. I think you're about 8 minutes in now. So we're going to go from here into what we call a tiger squat. So up nice and tall. So instead of putting your hands forward in this one, at this bit you're going to put them back to counterbalance you. Coming down nice and low, lowering to the ground. So make sure it's controlled, you're not dropping onto those knees. And back onto your heels and then stand up. So be really careful with these that you're not pushing up from your toes. So we know with this stuff, you're going to come down, back onto heels, then drive up with those heels really pushing down into the ground. So again, a minute of those, counterbalancing as you come down. And then lastly, we're going to finish off with what we call pike squats. So hopefully you can see my feet in this. Get your hands under your toes, come down so your heels come up, sitting on your calves, driving up, nice straight arms, legs as straight as you can get them, and then as fast as you can for a minute. So cycle straight through until you're done. Challenge yourself if you can't make it the minute, restart your timer, try and get there again. Then just a bit of a stretch down at the end when you're tired, legs are burning. Just get through those quads, work through the quads, work through the calves, just find a bit of wall, stretch those calves out, shake everything out, go back inside, grab a coffee, get on your call. Thanks guys, bye.